Hello everyone, I'm Eric. My profession is game VFX artist. Participated in many production of computer and mobile games. Then the tool I use most often is Unity. Unity is now all over the world, the most popular game engine for mobile game. This course is Introduce Unity, the most commonly used tools for creating VFX, Shuriken Particle System. This course, we will cover it completely. How to create particle systems. A complete functional introduction to all blocks within the particle system. The most important is, we will use the complete 10 VFX cases, including flames, water splashes, magic circles, lightning, sword light, etc. Detailed introduction to the functions of particle systems. If you are determined to become a game VFX artist, but don't know how to start, this course is a great way for you to get started. As long as you know the Unity most basic operations, you can start studying this course. I hope this course can be helpful to you. If you want to know more information about me, or want to see more examples of Unity VFX I made, you can also check out my YouTube channel. Then first, after opening Unity, let's first try to create a particle system. So there are several ways we can create it. First, we can right-click here. Select Particle System in Effect. Then it will automatically be in the scene. Create a particle system. You can also create an empty game object first. Then select it in the Add component of its parameters. You can type Particle System. Then select. It will create a particle system. But this way, because its default material is empty, it will not come with a default material. So you can see, there are pink particles here. In Unity, as long as there is no material, it shows pink. Or you can select component from the options above. Then select Effect, Particle System. It will also create a particle system. This creation method also does not use default material. I will be more accustomed to using the right-click method to create. Then it will bring one of its own particle system with default material. After we create a particle system, we can see it in the scene window. There is a controller for particle playback here. So let's explain it now. What are the functions in these? First, pause is to pause particle. Play is to start particle. Then restart is to let it start playing from the beginning. Then stop means completely stopping particle. Then the playback speed. You can pass this parameter to control the acceleration and deceleration of particles. Playback acceleration and deceleration. Then the default is 1. Then playback time is the time that has been played so far. Then particle is its particle number. We can modify the total number of particles. It will change in time. You can take a look. It will immediately display the total number of particles. The following is the speed range of its current particles. Then the following simulate layer allows you to preview particle systems in other layers. Default is nothing. The default is that only the particle system we selected will play. Then if you select other layers, then set the particle system in this layer. It can be played together with the preview, even if you don't select it. Then this is used in scenes. When the special effects in the environment have many particle systems, you can use this function. And then resimulate. This allows us to modify. Will be immediately applied to the particles it has spawned. Let's try change its size now. You see that the particles it has produced also change. Then if we don't check, when you modify it, it will only start to change from newly generated particles. By default we are hooked up. Then the show bounds. This is what shows him the entire boundary range of the current particle. Hook it up and take a look. We can see by accelerating it. Its border is relatively far away. Then the following show only selected. If you look up, if there are other particle systems in your scene, it will only show the particle system you selected. Others will be hidden. This can be used when you don't want to be disturbed. You can use it like this. Okay, let's do the first flame case. Let's set up the environment. Make the background black. This makes it easier to watch VFX. Then we create a floor. You can create a floor using a 3D plane. The default floor is white. Let's give it a material. Make it gray, black. This way VFX can be displayed better. Then we create a particle system. Remember to reset its position to 0 first. Then we can see it. The floor is on it. This floor also resets its position to 0. Then such an environment will be fine. Then let's adjust the parameters in the particle system. The first is the emitter shape it uses. We'll just use its default. Then we increase its size. Then you will find that the particles are cut off from the floor. Let's pull it up a little bit. Particle speed is set to a random number. And lifetime makes a random number. Many parameters of particles can be randomly changed. Then adjust its launch range. Then we also adjust the number of particles. Next, let's adjust its color. Let's bring the alpha at the beginning and end to 0. Make it fade in and out. It will be more in line with natural phenomena. Then now we start making materials. We have found some pictures of smog here. Then we now create a material. For this material, we choose to use it in particles. Standard material, and then we choose additive mode. And then pull in a smog image. And now assign it to this particle system. Just go to the renderer at the bottom. Then pull it to material. Then we can see it. Now it has been assigned this material. Then let's adjust it. Make a change in its size. Let it gradually become smaller in the end. You can use curves to make adjustments. Now let's adjust the camera and zoom out a little bit. You can see it more clearly in the game window. Pull the camera up a little bit and then get a top-down perspective. Next, we need to adjust the color of the flames. Just use orange. It will be brighter at first. Then the color will become darker later. Now also make some changes to the particle size to increase the richness. I'll basically get used to it if it changes, whether it's lifetime or speed, or the size will be slightly changed randomly. Then you can add rotation. The angle at which it starts is also a little different. This will add some layering and richness, less monotonous. Then this is after the particles are sprayed out. Do some rotation over time. Also set random numbers, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Just add a little bit, not too much. Then size it from small to large. This is the first layer. Then let's copy it now. Press Ctrl-D to copy. We now also copy the original material. Then let's change the rendering mode of this material board to fade. Then it will overlay the solid color mode. It will not turn into a stack light mode. Let's name each layer now. Name the two particle systems separately. Then pull in the second material to the second particle system. Let's adjust its order in layer. This dark layer is at the back. Increase the order in layer number of the bright layer. It will be in front. Then adjust it again. Make the size and speed of the two layers slightly different from lifetime. The bright color part in the front is reduced a bit. Let's adjust the color of the back layer to be darker. Creates the feeling of smoke at the end. Then we adjust the background color of the camera. It can be seen from this comparison. We can see that it ends up being gray-black. Then adjust the size of the front layer a little smaller. Okay, almost like this. Then we'll add the rest. Let's copy it again. Then let's make little sparks. Some small sparks floated out. First replace its material. We can copy the previous material. Put the glow texture into it. Then we use additive mode for this. Okay, let's adjust its parameters. This size should be smaller. I'll stretch it first. You can see that the particles are stretched. Then move the order in layer to the front. Don't be obscured by the smoke layer. Then now we need to add a noise. Give it a perturbing change. Jumping sparks usually cause more severe disturbances. Sparks we don't need to turn black in the end. Let's keep it relatively bright. You can stretch it a little longer here. Okay, let's do it next. Let's create a new particle system. Then let's make a glow here. A glowing glow will be superimposed on the smoke. All we need is one particle. Then we can turn off the shape. If turned off, it will not have a transmitter shape. It will have a particle at the center point. Adjust the color and position. Same as orange. Then we pull this glow material in. Then adjust the level to the front a little bit. Remember not to be too explosive. Don't let the colors all blend together. This way, you can see its variability. When you add more and more layers, you have to. Some brightness need to be turned down a little weaker. Then we give this glow a flickering feel. Make the alpha at the beginning and at the end weaker. But remember that the alpha at the beginning and at the end should be the same, otherwise it will flash. Because after it reaches the end, it will jump back to the beginning. So remember to set the same alpha at the beginning and end. Then the color needs to be adjusted as well. You can also directly absorb the colors in the screen. We now see that the glow cuts into the floor. At this time, we can turn on soft particle. It can make the parts that interface with the model directly fade out. This layer also can change. You can see that the connection between the glow and the floor originally felt like a line cutting the edge. When you open soft particles, it will fade directly. But when you use this option, it will be more efficient. If you want to pay more attention to performance, then you cannot use this option. You can directly raise the glow position a little higher so that it doesn't cut into the floor. Let's copy another layer. Then we will do the glow on the floor. Right now, the flames are burning on the floor. The floor should also be affected. You can also use light to create similar effects. But here we currently use the particle system to do it. Let's change it to be flush with the ground. Use horizontal billboard. If you want to move it, you can also use its internal position. There is a position underneath. Adjust the first layer of smoke. Pull it up a little, shrink it a little, because now there are more layers stacked up. Don't make the middle too puffy or mushy. Shrink it a little bit. You can also directly pass it through the material. Adjust the brightness. But everyone who uses this material will be affected. Okay, let's play it and see. This way there is bright flames and dark smoke. And then there are little sparks. Then there are fire glow and full glow. Then just make some small adjustments. Pay attention to the changes you make when executing. It will not change after the execution is released. You need to modify the parameters when not executing. Now let's make one more layer of flames with a sequence diagram. Here is a sequence diagram of flames. You can directly use the particle system to create playback sequence diagrams. We now copy a material. Then put this continuous picture of the flame in. You can see it's 6 rows and 6 columns. Let's throw it into this newly copied particle system. Then use texture sheet animation. Look at how many rows and columns it is. It has 6 rows and 6 columns. It will broadcast from top left to bottom right as normal. Then increase the number of cycles a little more. As the number of loops increases, the playback speed becomes faster. Then we make some adjustments. This one doesn't need to be rotated. It is already a continuous graph. Make the size, lifetime, or speed of each layer different. Then adjust order in layer. Add this layer of flames with continuous graphics. It seems more variable. All that's left is to make some detailed adjustments for each layer. Flame actually has many forms of expression. There are also cartoon-type flames, or a more realistic type of flame. Then each method may be a little different. If you want to do a different style, the control parameters are almost the same. That's mainly due to the changes in textures. If you want to make a cartoon today, you need to draw a more cartoon-type texture. If you want realistic type, you should look for real-life pictures or using some post-processing software. Go make some more realistic textures. But the parameter control within the particle system will be similar. You can change the angle of view and watch continuously. Check to see if there are any hierarchical issues, or it's so explosive that the entire shape is mixed together. Then make the necessary adjustments. Roughly a simple flame. That's almost it.